I'm here in Victoria House in London, the venue yet again for the world's finest cycling exhibition, the Rouleur Classic, the theme of which this year is the UCI World Road Championships. Now, the stellar guests include Sir Bradley Wiggins, Lizzie Deignan, Mark Cavendish, Maurizio Fondrias, Paolo Bettini, the list goes on and on, but most importantly, Eddy Merckx, the legend of the sport, is going to be here and for the very, very first time inducted into the Rouleur Hall of Fame. There's displays and previews of accessories and bikes from some of the most exclusive brands in cycling. And there's a brand new creative theme showcasing experiences and exhibits specifically curated for the Rouleur Classic. Now this is night number 1. Let me show you why this is no ordinary bike show. Well, it's not very often that I get the opportunity to speak to a legend of the sport, but Eddy Merckx is here at the Rouleur Classic. He will be inaugurated into the Hall of Fame, but we're here to celebrate the World Championships, Eddy. Now, my question to you, I mean, I've ridden the World Championships, but I've never won it. But what did it feel like for the first time when you were a very young man to cross the line and then get the rainbow bands? That must have been so special.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big satisfaction, no? That you win. And when you're 22 years and you win the World Championships, it's a great moment. Especially I won the World Championship as amateur, but as professional, it's a big important. So for me, it was a great moment.
And what it's like to be here amongst all these other champions, because it's a very, very special atmosphere here at the Rouleur Classic.
Yeah, it's very nice to stay with the old champions, because they are all big riders, good friends, and yeah, just important to stay here.
Thank you very much indeed, Eddy, for taking the time. Go and get yourself a beer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Showcasing at the Rouleur Classic, given that they're celebrating the World Championships this year, is this, the Horten Collection, the most extensive collection of World Championships paraphernalia and collectibles in the world. Now, the owner of the collection has kindly got this out of the cabinet. Now I'm going to put the microphone down for a second. That is the silk jersey as worn by Tom Simpson. That is Tom Simpson's road jersey. There's only 2 of them in existence outside of the family, and I'm holding it in my hand. I'm trembling, I'm sweating. It is a real piece of history, and as you can see around, we've got numerous jerseys from through the ages and pretty much all of the World Championship posters from when it started. Here I am again, bumped into another one of the cycling Illuminati here at the Rouleur Classic. Dave, what makes this event so special? Because it's just wonderful to be around, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for me it's I travel so much and I'm on the road, a bit like you. It's the one time I get to catch up with everybody, so I bump into lots of people, and like I saw Alessandro Balana, I haven't seen in 6 years. I see Björn Rees, and these aren't like my friends, but they're people from my old life, and it's quite nice to see them.
It's just this convivial atmosphere. I mean, I was saying earlier on, it's very difficult to walk anywhere with any real purpose because you just bump into people, and I think it's a real. They've got all these marked brands here, high-end brands, superstars of the sport. It's a real social occasion as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. It's a juxtaposition between, like I was saying about my old work colleagues, and then also people from High Wycombe Cycling Club, or just people who are fans of cycling that give me compliments on my commentary. And I never normally meet people who actually tell me about what I do on TV, so it's quite nice.
It's not just the superstars of the sport here at the Rouleur Classic, it's the super brands of the industry. Rolo there, nice indie brand. We've got Zip, lovely retro bike there. We've got SRAM, the limited edition Zip back wheel there. Of course, SRAM and Zip, all part of the same family. Lightspeed on the left-hand side. Of course, Titanium undergoing a little bit of a renaissance right now. We've got 4i, who make power meters. Pretty cool power meters. You can just see it's built into the SRAM crankset there. Got Mavic, nice little cheeky factor over there. Also got POC, Tax at the back end, and fittingly, given it's the Rouleur Classic and it's all about the World Championships, if this gentleman will just move out of the way slightly. This is the Enduro stand where you can get your hands on a world jersey as worn by Alejandro Valverde. Well, look who I bumped into. It's Ivan Basso. You're looking very, very slim, very fit.
I try.
You tried. But you're looking good. You're working for Coup Eyewear. So show us the glasses, what they're like. You do race-specific glasses and also casual ones as well. So stick those on. Yeah, can you try these? Oh, man.
Nice.
I think, does it match my jacket?
Yes.
Mate, you are rocking it.
Ciao.
I'm here in the brown room. The green room's back there. In the brown room, Eddy Merckx is just sat there here with Fabian Cancellara. The Rouleur Classic, it's pretty special, isn't it? You've been here a couple of times now.
Yeah, it's my third time, and of course it is special. I mean, it is not just a normal exposition. It's like cycling in different ways to look into, and there's great people coming up, and a lot of supporters, and I think this is to support, and I think it's nice, and that's why I'm here, and I'm looking again to next year.
What's it like? I know I've spoken to Bradley Wiggins, several other riders here. Being in the presence of Eddy Merckx, it's something quite special, isn't it?
I mean, I'm always honored when there's something going on with Eddy and being part. I mean, now go on stage where Sir Bradley is, and with Eddy next to it and myself. I mean, I'm really honored. I think it's one of the specialest evening I ever had towards when it comes to cycling, because Eddy is legend. Eddy is the biggest, is the cannibal, and with Bradley, I like him in a way because he's different, but the different that he is, I like him so much, and he's such a good guy.
Great stuff. You better get back on stage. Nice one. Cheers, Fabian.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care.
A couple of icons are going to come on stage. One of them, the greatest of all time. We'll recognise him later in the Hall of Fame. Please welcome Eddy Merckx and Fabian Cancellara.
Bradley, just come off stage with Fabian and with Eddy. I mean, and with a packed auditorium as well. That must have been pretty special for you.
The porn star Adam Blythe, look.
We'll leave that in, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was Martin Too Smooth from the 6 Day, did you?
No, oh, who's he? Oh no, yeah, Lewis Hamilton lookalike, yeah. No, it was really good actually. No, obviously sitting up there with them two, I mean, it's quite an honour really. I think Eddy's there and Fabian, of course. So yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. And Jonathan, obviously, we were up there for a long time and very hot and that, but thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
I mean, I only heard a bit of it because I was right at the back. The crowd was immense, but the thing that cut through for me was that it's just about people.
I think it is, I think that gets lost in professional sport, and particularly in professional cycling these days, because there's so much other noise going on, and it's easy to forget about the human side of it and what it entails and what you have to go through. And okay, it's not all good, but I think it's all about people at the end of the day and the experiences you give people, and obviously a lot of people out there resonated with that, so it's quite nice. Yeah.
Brad, thanks very much. Go and get yourself a beer, mate. Stu, is this machine, the Ceramic Speed concept bike, the future of Desire?
It's certainly going to be in Desire. I don't know if it's the future anytime soon, but I think with ideas like this, with this shaft drive and whatever this contraption is that replaces a cassette, it could well be, but I don't think it's coming in anytime soon. But without ideas like this, we would probably still be using down tube shifters. 3T Strada, the first aero bike to be designed around a wider tyre for real world conditions. Started off as 1x, we've moved on now to the Strada Due, which is now 2x. They've turned it up 11 notches.
Lizzie, in the new kit, I must confess that this is quite literally the first time I've seen it. That is mint.
Yeah, really happy with it. Yeah, I've never really raced in a kit that I've kind of got up every morning and thought I want to put that on, but this is definitely a kit like that.
Well, next year you're going to be back in the mix. You're a mum now. You're looking svelte and ready to race. How's the fitness levels?
Oh, the worst I've ever been. Yeah, I mean, I've not ridden my bike now since Ola was born, 6 weeks. So that's probably the longest break I've ever had. But I'm more motivated than I've ever been, so that's a good start.
And what about the World Championships next year? The Rouleur Classic this is all about the world. You must be really excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's the main reason I'm coming back to the sport. It's just going to be a magic day, and I don't want to miss it.
Great stuff. Best of luck. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. Cheers.
So there we have it, the Rouleur Classic done and dusted for another year. I have had an absolute blast, and by the looks on the faces of the people that have been in and out of this gorgeous building over the last few days in London, I think they feel the same as well. And if you didn't come along, didn't manage to get tickets, make sure you do for 2019, because believe you me, you are missing an absolute treat. Everybody in here sharing their passion for the sport that we love, cycling. I will see you next year.